Have you ever had one of those times where you think, I'm so unhappy. I wish I could feel happier. I just don't know why I feel so unhappy. If so, that might be why you attracted this video. Happy Tuesday. We are here every Tuesday live at the dojo. You're welcome to join us live. And today's topic, as you can see, was about happiness, unhappiness, what it is. And with that, I'm going to share my screen with you and tell you again, welcome. We meet live every Tuesday. And if you're unable to join us live, I'm so happy that you attracted this video to see the replay of the actual topic. And just a reminder, before I go any farther, nothing shared in this dojo topic is meant to become a rule, belief, or teaching you must follow. All of our topics are simply perspectives offered for awareness. You're always invited to take what resonates and release anything that doesn't, because your inner wisdom is the final authority. Last week, our topic was letting emotions move. And if you were unable to join us live or you haven't yet seen the video, I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video. But today, we're getting into happiness, unhappiness, and the real reason you're not happy. And it's not what you think, truly. You can spend your whole life creating daily practices to feel happiness, or you can recognize something much deeper. You can effortlessly be happiness. Happiness isn't a destination. It's not something you earn or arrive at. Happiness is a state of being. More truthfully, it's what you are. And it actually takes more energy to be unhappy because unhappiness is not your natural state. It even takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile. Did you know that? Unhappiness is something you learned. It comes from a very subtle belief, I am separate. Separate from source, separate from life, separate from wholeness. And from that one belief, everything else is created. Striving, fixing, seeking, becoming. So the issue isn't finding happiness, it's the identity you've been operating from. When the dualistic realm notices you are progressing towards effortless being, it attempts to put on the brakes by creating experiences of contraction, limitation, and negativity. It's as though the dualistic realm says, uh-oh, wait a minute, there seems to be a lot of joy and happiness here. Let's pull this in another direction. Let's send some invitations to make it seem like happiness is not an option. And it uses the mind to find problems, to create what if scenarios, or to test boundaries. The mind itself isn't the problem, but when you believe you are the mind, every invitation it sends out can feel so real, including unhappiness. Most people are unconsciously living like this. They think something must be wrong. How can I make it right? But nothing has to be wrong for something to be right. You don't need unhappiness to justify happiness. Stop searching for what needs to be fixed. Begin dwelling in what already is and experience the isness of life. Because at some point, you learned how to be unhappy. You practiced it, you identified with it, but that's not what you are. That's just a role. And you can choose again. It's a role that we play like an actor on a movie screen. You're not a who. You are awareness itself, impersonal, effortless. And when unhappiness arises, it's only because you are identifying with being a who instead of what you truly are. Remember, life is an energy game. Start noticing your patterns. Does a person pull energy from you? Does a thought hook you in? Does an experience drain you? Every pattern requires energetic currency, and awareness is what stops you from unconsciously paying for it. What makes something bad? What makes something unhappy? Nothing. Only thinking makes it so. To quote Shakespeare, there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. So nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong until you think about it in a way that makes it wrong. And the moment you clearly see that, you're no longer trapped in it. Lose your definitions, because when the definition changes, the energy changes. And when the energy changes, your entire experience begins to expand. When thoughts arise, don't engage them. Let them pass. Watch how peaceful it is to say, these are simply forms arising effortlessly. I mean, have you ever laid on the ground and just looked up at the sky and looked at the clouds and noticed how they just seem to kind of move in one direction and float off, and before you notice it, that cloud's no longer there and it's been replaced by another cloud? Think of the forms arising. Those forms are thought forms, feeling forms, experience forms, belief forms. When those forms are arising and it's something that you prefer not to experience, it's an unwanted invitation, and you can decline that invitation simply by acknowledging it, noticing it, and just letting it fly by, float away like the clouds in the sky, or like the ocean wave that just comes up and goes down and disappears. When you just see them as forms arising effortlessly, it isn't apathy, it isn't disassociating, it isn't resistance, it's freedom from mental attachment. So how do you know what's true? Two things. Number one, it feels good. And number two, it feels original. Truth feels like remembering, not effort. Now here's where everything can shift. Notice this. Everything is already happening effortlessly. Your breathing is happening effortlessly. Your heart is beating effortlessly. The light in the room is happening effortlessly. Thoughts are arising effortlessly. Emotions are moving through the body effortlessly. Even the mind chatter is not being created by you. It's appearing. The mind is not the problem. It's something that appears in you. So instead of trying to control it, ask this. Did I create that thought, or did it just arise? And then ask, when thoughts arise, what is noticing it? Stay there, because that is the shift. You'll realize there's nothing there. Self-realization is not about becoming something better. It's not personal. It's the recognition of what has already been here, what has always been here. It's impersonal, timeless, effortless. You are not the thoughts. You are not the patterns. You are that which is aware of it all. Most people live in effort, trying to feel better, trying to become better, trying to be happy. But effort only exists within the belief of separation. When that belief softens, what remains is effortless being. You don't create life. Life is being lived through you. Take a moment and feel this. I am already it. I am that. Notice what happens within you. The relaxation, the openness, the ease, the feeling of peace, the happiness. That's not something you created. That's what you are. Nothing is wrong unless you're thinking about it. And once you see that, you can stop engaging the thought. You don't do something to become happy. You are happiness. And when you stop trying to create it, life begins to reflect it back to you in ways you can't even imagine. Stop trying to become happy. Stop trying to fix what was never broken and notice what remains when you stop trying. Because that's not something you achieve. That's what you are. Being self-realized is like discovering the steering wheel to your mind. You are now in charge of the direction you want to take. You are in charge of the mind. If there's an invitation to unhappiness, simply change the mind. Whatever you're doing in life, as long as you're doing it in your own unique way and you're enjoying it, it will feel effortless. And that effortless being creates a sense of peace and happiness. So the next time you find yourself searching for happiness, remember, we live in an inverted universe where the dualistic world attempts to make it appear as though searching and seeking are needed, when in fact, the opposite is true. Every second of every minute, you are loved, you are supported, and you are safe. We live in an abundant universe with infinite possibilities where everything is available to you. Can you think of a better reason to be happy? Thank you for being here. I would really love to know what your takeaway is from this information. I've put some reflection questions here. You can pause the video and go through these if that's your wish, your desire. Because remember, it's about being happy. Your wish is your desire, right? Your wish is the universe corresponding to whatever it is that you are putting forth. If you want any kind of support with happiness in your life, visit me at masteringyourbeliefs.com. In the meantime, this is Nancy Muller, the one and only Life Sensei, saying ciao for now.